All right, everyone, what is up? And welcome back to episode 14. 14 episodes in. Been pumping out videos like crazy. We're about halfway through this season, or this series, I guess you should say. I was planning on making about 30 to 35 videos, so we're a little under halfway, but still pretty close. Um, so, really, I wanted to start out this video with saying, I'm starting to get to the point in making these videos and doing these videos that I'm kind of wanting to have feedback, about what you guys like about the videos, what you don't like what you want me to do more of, what you want me to do less of, like stuff that can be improved upon, like all that stuff. Just so I know and I can make these videos better and like more enjoyable, I guess, because I'm kind of just like going on my own right now, and maybe like one or two people who watch them, they kind of give me some feedback here and there, but I'm kind of wanting to start more, just to make them better. I'm not trying to say they're bad. I don't think they're bad. I hope they're not bad to you guys, but um, and then I wanted to talk about too, in my mission statement thing, I did talk about how there might be other things down the line, and I've kind of done this, and I think this is something that I really enjoy doing, and like I want to do more of. So I was thinking about doing it possibly with some other games when like I have the chance to. Obviously, like I want to finish this franchise or this series right here with the Mariners first before I get into any others. But like when Madden 17 comes out, maybe doing a franchise with a team on there, or even like Chell. So let me know what you guys think about that. Like if you would want me to do that, or like you think you wouldn't want me to do that, I guess just let me know. So that's really what I'm going to say about that right now. Other than that, episode 14, as you see, is the May recap. Second month of the season is May. We have 2 games left. I'm just going to hold off on playing those games right now because it's kind of a 4-game set, a home road split, really. So I'm just going to hold off, and I'm going to evaluate everyone based off this last game and obviously the rest of the games of this season up until May 29th. So let's get into the May recap. Okay, guys, so I'm going to begin the video with just the first couple just real easy in-house moves that are just kind of, they make sense, and you guys can see why. So Gurriel, I really brought him up because of his batting average, but in the big leagues, he's batting .215 with a .255 on base and a .333 slugging. So I just really wanted to give him about 100 at bats, like I did. I mean, 93. If you don't believe me, there's his numbers right there. So I'm going to go ahead and send him back down to AAA. And Ketel Marte has been tearing it up in AAA. He's hitting .339, 398 on base, .464 slugging. So I'm going to go ahead and call him back up. So that's one of the first moves I'm going to make. The second move I'm going to make is calling up this guy, Ryan Strasburger. In AAA, he's hitting .364, 413 on base, .545 slugging. And he's been doing that since the beginning of the season. So I'm going to go ahead and call him up. And then I'm going to go take a look at Tommy Pham, make sure he has some options. And then I'm going to send him down to AAA, switch those 2 guys. Tommy Pham hasn't done bad. I'm just going to give him a little bit more time, and I'm going to go with the hot bat right here in Strasburger. Okay, guys, one of the last in-house moves I think I'm going to make is I'm going to actually send Diaz down to AAA. He'd really been struggling lately. He has over a 5 ERA now in 16 innings pitched. And then I'm going to go ahead and call up, where was he at? Ryan Harper. He has some good ratings, and in 14 and a third innings pitched, under 1 WHIP and sub 1 ERA. So I'm going to go ahead and call him up to the big league club and put him into, there he is right there, Diaz's spot. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep Diaz in the closing spot down there just to give him some more experience with closing. Okay, guys, the next thing I want to talk about is our rankings, and I'm only going to talk about some of like the really important ones, the ones that stick out. So on base percentage, we're still 25th in the league. We actually went down from our original position, 23rd last month, but we did go up to a 311 on base percentage. Walks, we're still at 30th with 117. Runs scored, we went down to 21st at 186, so that's pretty low. RBIs were at 22nd with 180. Blue Jays are in the lead for that with 254. Errors were tied for 27 still with 31. Fielding percentage 27th with a .983 Other than that, that's really it. Our pitching stats really weren't that bad compared to where they were last month. As far as our lineup and our stats go, Martinez cooled off a little bit with all three departments. Average on base and slugging. Obviously, you can't really maintain a 369 average throughout the year. Gurriel struggled, so he went down. Seager went up in all three, kind of by a lot. He's at 309, 373, 571 right now. Cruz, everything went up besides his on-base percentage. His on-base percentage went from a 324 to a 304. So hopefully this month he can kind of fix that. Robinson Cano, obviously everything went down. He was at 234, 267, and 415 before, and now he's at 195, 229, and 331. So obviously I took him out of the lineup just to kind of give him a little break here. Lind, everything went up by quite a bit. He's at 279, 359, and 434 right now. Ionetta kind of went down, but his on-base percentage went up to 301 from 296. His slugging went down from 538 to 416, so that's kind of an issue there. Gutierrez, everything kind of looks the same for him. His slugging went down to 421, so he's kind of struggling. He's at 237, 267, and 421 right now. And Aoki actually went up. His on-base percentage really went up, as well as his slugging percentage. His slugging percentage went up 100 points, so that's good. Right now he's at 274, 342, and 363 right now. He was at 237, 301, and 263. That's it. Okay guys, so here's one of the trades I'm going to make. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Franklin Gutierrez. He's making $4 million. He's 33 years old with a C potential with a 79 overall. As you can see, he's batting 237 with a 267 on base, 421 slugging. His career numbers they're all right. His slugging and on-base percentage are a little low for that average. And I know, well, looks like he's been with Cleveland too. I know he's been with Seattle a long time. And then Sardinias, I mean, I'm already really deep at shortstop right here. I'm planning on drafting maybe a shortstop or two. He's having a pretty solid year down at AAA, but I just have a bunch of guys on the up and up at shortstop, and I think he would just be a better fit in that NL Central. And as far as Duvall goes, he's cold right now, so that kind of makes me nervous. But through 160 at-bats, he has 47 hits, 15 runs, 32 RBIs. That's the main thing right there, with 6 home runs, 294 average, 387 on base, and a 488 slugging. And the most important thing is he's under team control for the next 6 years. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this trade right here, and they do accept it. So I'm going to look at a couple more moves, and if I make any, I'll let you guys see them. So I'm going to go ahead and make one more deal. I'm going to send Luis Gohara, Nick Nieder. He was actually on the list. He was one of my top 10 prospects. I just didn't find him. And then I'm going to go ahead and throw Blake Parker in there. I mean, he's pretty old. He had 12 innings with us with almost 4.5 ERA, so it was kind of an and even when he was with the Cubs, he had 21 innings and over a 5 ERA. So I think I'm going to go ahead and let him go and go back to the National League to see if he can have more success for himself there. And then as far as Nieder goes, I mean, giving him two 19-year-olds is pretty risky, but at the same time, I mean, I'm in pretty much desperation mode in my bullpen right now to get someone who is just really solid. And he's 27 years old, already an 86 overall. And as you can see here, he's basically under team control for the next 5 years as well. So that's really a big factor into this too. So when you guys make trades, make sure to pay attention to that, because that can be, something that you guys can really take advantage of. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on this trade. I'm gonna look for maybe a few more, and again, if I find any, I'll let you guys see them. So as far as my new lineup here goes, I'm going to go ahead and put Aoki in the 2-hole just to, like I said, just take some pressure off of Marte, try and let him find his stride here. Aoki's stats have been on the incline lately. That's why I kept him. I thought about getting rid of him, but he's at 274, 342, and 363, so it's a lot better than he was to start the year. And then obviously, I might toy with this a little bit, but that's really, I put Duvall into right field, so I'll probably move him up or down in the order, depending on, I think I'm really just going to switch him with O'Malley there, and then O'Malley there as well. So that's really it. He hits righties better than he does lefties, so he's kind of reverse splits guy, kind of. So that's really it. I'm going to look at maybe a couple more moves to see like what they have in store, but I don't know anything for sure yet. I was pretty for sure on that Uvaldio because I really liked his stats when we played the Reds like a week ago. So I'm going to go ahead and look at a couple more. I'll let you guys know if I pull the trigger on one. That's really it, like on the moves there, both in-house and out of house. As far as Cano goes, I'm just going to go ahead and let him sit for maybe another series or two, just to kind of give him a break. I mean, he was really scuffling. I mean, the worst in his career. And Sean O'Malley's got a hot bat right now, an 80 at bats, 346, and Ketel Marte is coming up after hitting 333 down in AAA. So I'm going to go ahead and play the hot bats here. After all, we are 10 games, 12 games back now, so we're really looking to gain ground. And if we continue to fall, then you guys will see that our strategy will change and we will start making moves, you know. And I don't want to spoil too much, but if that happens, you guys will see. So anyway, that's really it for this video. I just wanted to go over a couple things and make some moves and show you guys. So like I said, we are 20 and 29 right now at the end of May, 12 games back. Our run differential is decent. Second in the division, third in the division actually for runs allowed, and then last for runs scored. That's a big thing. I want more runs because we're just not scoring runs at all right now. We're 2 and 8 in our last 10, and we are actually 11th in the whole entire league here. So we're pretty good ranking. I mean, as you see, the Rangers are 8th too, and they're in dead last, 14 games out. And the Rangers are second, obviously. Let's take a look at the wild card. We are 7 games back, like I said, or like as you see. So we're 260 team average, 426 team slugging, 311 team on base, 483 team fielding, and 378 team ERA. So other than that, that's really it. As you can see, we brought in Strickland. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to go. So as you guys, I don't know if you guys remember, but we are down a man at first base in Double-A. So I'm going to go ahead and sign Juan Francisco. He's a 3-year player. I think he used to play, remember he was on the Blue Jays maybe a couple years ago, and I think the Indians too. Anyway, 287 career at-bats, or actually no, almost 1,000 career at-bats, 235 hits, 48 home runs, 152 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 236. Hang on a sec, I'm going to check out one more person. So obviously Hector Olivera here too. 79 career at-bats, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. So this is going to be tough. I'm going to go with the younger guy first, just to give him like a shot. And go ahead and sign him on a 3-year deal. Wow, you want to, there you go, bud. So go ahead and we're going to send him to Double-A. And so I have to even out these rosters real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so the rosters are even out. We made him the first baseman at AAA and the 5 spot, and then go ahead and make him the 5 spot there. Kind of play with these to my liking. You guys don't need to see this. That's really it for the video, or the episode. That was really the May recap. I think I've covered everything I need to. And need to show you guys. Scouts are already scouting people. How we doing on our goals? I mean, still kind of looking the same. We have a 95 game win mark. It'll be tough to get there from where we're at right now, but I think we can do it. We will really be able to tell at the end of this month, this next upcoming month, which is June, where we stand and like what our plan is gonna be, and our vision, and like where we can go from there. As far as all-stars go, might have a couple guys like in the running, I guess you could say. Seager should be in there. I mean, he's having a great year. Obviously, Cano is not. That's second base. Yeah, Cano's probably way down there. Kyle Seager in third place for third baseman. Brad Miller used to play for the Mariners. Hitting 258. Who else do we have in here? Leonis Martin, I mean, like I said, 338 to start the year. He might be leading the American League with that right there. 25 stolen bases too. That's just amazing. Um, and then in right field, Nelson Cruz. So that's really it for the video. Um, I'm gonna finish, or my next video or the next episode will be the San Diego series. It's a split series, two at home and two on the road. We have Nate Carnes in the first game taking on Jared Cozart. Cozart's having a pretty solid year. Nate Carnes isn't doing too bad. We're really looking to get him going though. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you when we take on the Padres.